Hang on. Hang on. There we go. Hey online crew, let's have a chat today. If you are somebody that is introverted, you struggle with putting your face out there on social media, but you really want to build your business on social media, how can we help you around that particular issue? If you're a self-confessed introvert, let me know. Now, something I've just figured out with live streaming the new way is the screen that I'm looking at. If you're watching from my business page, I can see your comments. But if you are watching from my free group, I can't actually see your comments or even know that you're watching. So I'm live streaming on my computer, on my business page, on YouTube, and in my free group. I'm live streaming on Instagram, up on my phone. But just troubleshooting, what I've worked out as well is I need my other spare phone to see your comments from my free group. So if you're saying hello to me from my free group, I can't actually see your comments. Oh, I've still got battery charge on my old phone, so I'll pull it up. Now, just while I'm doing that, those of you that are in my coaching community, I just did a full in-depth training for you on Facebook events, live streaming, third-party tools, how to do it, how to navigate it, how to troubleshoot all the problems that come up with it, like I'm sharing with you now, full in-depth training. So if you're a coaching community member, go and check out that training. So I've got one device going on here, another device going on here, and another device here to see your comments. That's pretty full on, isn't it? So if you have old devices, don't get rid of them, because when you're live streaming these days, especially if you're live streaming in a group, you're going to need to see them. So can I see your comments? I did, but now they've gone. All good. So what I wanted to share with you today about introverted, like, do you consider yourself to be somebody? Yes, Lee, I can see your comment, but that's probably because you're watching from my business page. I can't see any comments from somebody watching from my free group. So that's what I've got my phone open for, but all good. Just navigating all Facebook's new restrictions with live streaming in groups. Now, if you're a bit of an introvert, and there is a lot of people that are building businesses online that consider themselves a bit of an introvert, you might be one of them. It's absolutely possible to build online, even if you're an introvert. If anything, it can be easier than building in person because it's one-to-many, obviously building online, and you're not actually in front of somebody physically. You can put a video out there, you can talk, you can put posts out there, and no one's actually, you're not actually interacting with somebody like kind of in the moment. Somebody's on the other side of a screen. Where it holds people back, though, is the things that work really well on social media is letting people get to know the real, raw, authentic you. It's your face, it's your words, it's your mouth, it's your voice. That's one of the fastest ways to get results on social media, is to let people get to know who you are, build the know, like, and trust up with you as an actual human being. Okay. But if you're an introvert and you don't like sharing much of yourself, or you are really worried about what people are going to think about you, it will hold you back from doing things like live videos or showing up on reels or showing up in your stories. Can any of you relate to that? that you probably know that you could be doing more on social media and getting better results, but you hold yourself back because you're a little bit shy or you're worried about what people are going to think about you. If that's kind of where you're at, here's something that will definitely help you grow your business. You need to put something out there on social media to get people to raise their hand. So, how do we do that? So, there's, even if you don't think somebody's watching, there's always somebody watching. So, if you put something out there and nobody comments or nobody engages with it, it doesn't mean nobody's watching, because trust me, somebody is always watching. And sometimes it's who you least expect are watching. But how do you, if you're a little bit shy or you're a little bit introverted and you're holding yourself back, how do you get people to raise their hand from social media and let you know that they're interested in what you have? This is exactly what I'm going to teach you to overcome and do next week in my free lead magnet bootcamp. Who's already registered for that? What you want to learn to do, especially if you're an introvert, is put something out there on your social media that is full of value. It's connected to what you help people with. So what do you help people with? What is it that you can share? What value can you bring to the table? What's your thing? Is it health? Is it travel? Is it fashion? Is it makeup? Is it jewelry? Is it skincare? Is it what is it that you help people with? And what can you create that gives a whole lot of value around that particular topic that you can give out for free to your audience? That you could talk about and go, this is something that I'm passionate about. If you would like what I've learned, my top 5 tips about XYZ, and then you offer that out to people. That is what we call a freebie. It's what we call a lead magnet. It's how you shy people, as well as people that are obviously okay to put social media content in there. But it's a really good idea to have something like that up your sleeve so you can get people raising their hand, because you're too shy to reach out to them. You're too shy to get in Messenger and start conversations. So if that's you and you're a little bit introverted, you absolutely need lead magnets and freebies at your disposal and to offer them out to get people to raise their hand, because you're too scared to have conversations with people. Do you understand how important that is for people that are really shy or introverted, but you actually want to build your business on social media? Use those kind of tools and use those kind of strategies to give out great value and get other people to raise their hand and identify themselves to you, that they're interested in what you have. Then you can start the conversation. I can't emphasize how important that is for you, especially if you're shy and introverted. Do you think that would be beneficial for you in your business? Knowing that you're a little bit shy or introverted, to have something like that. But some of you don't know how to create that. Some of you don't know what kind of lead magnet or freebie you should put out there. You don't know how to create it. You make it too complicated. You're trying to have it all automated when you're not ready for automation. Automation is amazing. Automation and duplication is where everybody wants to end up. But you can't implement that without the skill. They are skills that you need to learn, and you need to take the time to learn and implement. But you can absolutely have a freebie and a lead magnet out there without having automation and that duplication yet. Don't let that hold you back. So if you know that this could be beneficial for you to get out there a little bit more, lead with value and have something that people can, ask for, or if you can get to the automation stage, have it out there and have people accessing it while you're sleeping, even better. That's your ultimate goal. But this could be extremely helpful to those of you that know that you are holding yourself back in showing up on social media. You know you should be reels, but you're not filming them because you're not really sure what to do, or you don't like the look of your face, or you're just not feeling the vibe, so you don't do it. You know you should be in your stories more, but you're not doing them because you're shy and introverted and don't know what to say. As soon as you have a tool full of value that's related to what you do and what you sell, and you have that to offer, now you've got something to talk about. And it comes from a place of value. If you're a little bit shy about talking about your business, this is gold for some of you. And I would highly recommend you learn how to do this to give yourself a better chance to connect with people out there that are already looking at your social media, but you're not giving them a reason to connect with you because you're too shy to talk about what it is that you do. So if you've got a freebie or a lead magnet, that opens that door for somebody to go, yeah, I'm struggling with that. I need a little bit of a help with that. That might be interesting to me. And maybe people don't know you as being somebody that's helpful in that particular topic. You need to offer it out over and over and over and over and over again. And somebody might need to see your offer for your freebie 20 times before they even opt into it. But if you don't have anything like that at all, and you're too shy or introverted to talk about what you sell or what you do or how you can help people, you're really behind the eight ball on social media. This is an amazing tool if you can learn how to do it properly. And this is what I'm offering to give you more knowledge about and skills about next week in my Lead Magnet Bootcamp. So if you haven't registered for that yet, you want to, go to helenmartinonline.com/lead magnet and just opt in. You'll get the details, the times, the workbook. I've got a workbook for you to follow along with. I'm giving you a lot of free information. If you're busy at the time that I'm running it, then just purchase the recordings for next to nothing and keep it permanently and keep the workbook permanently. It's an option depending what you're doing next week. But I won't be live on Instagram next week. I won't be live on my business page, and I won't be live on YouTube because I'll only be delivering this in my free group. So if you're in my group, great. If you're already in the group, still register because you need to register to get the workbook and the replays sent to you until the replays get taken down. They'll only be up for 7 days, and then they all come down unless you're in my coaching community or unless you purchase them. Okay? So I'm one of those that's at loss for what to say. So we're going to work through that in the boot camp. What is it that you can help people with? For any of you to successfully build a business online or build a business at all, every business on the planet solves a problem. Why anybody buys anything is because it solves a problem. You buy food. Why? You need to eat. You buy drinks. Why? You get thirsty. You buy a chair. Why? You need to sit down. I'm just looking around me. You buy a microphone. Why? Because you want better sound. You buy a mouse. Why? Because I don't like using the keypad on my laptop. I like using a mouse. You buy a phone. Why? Because you want to communicate with people. You buy a mug. Why? Because you've got to have something to put your coffee in or your tea in or whatever you drink. You buy a pen. What's the reason you need a pen? Because you need something to write with. Everything that is sold in the entire world solves a problem. What do you do? What the business that you are in, what is the problem that it solves? And then what's the value that you bring to the table around that problem that you solve? And what's a freebie or a lead magnet that you can come up around that people would be interested to read? So if you're shy or introverted, we can reverse engineer what it is that you sell and what it is that you do to come up with a tool. And then you offer that out to people and you get people to raise their hand that need what you have. Not everybody needs what you have. If everybody's got a kitchen full of 1,000 mugs and I sell mugs, they're not who I'm selling to. I need to sell somebody who collects mugs, maybe. There's lots of people that have got things that they don't need, but they still buy. That can still solve a problem. They collect things. Like there's always a reason What is it that you solve in your business, and how can you relate that to a piece of information, a resource, a video, a PDF, or something that you can give out that helps people? And then you offer that out. You come from a place of value. If you're too shy to talk about what it is that you do or you sell, this is a perfect way to get people to raise their hand from social media if you're too shy to talk about what it is that you do. You talk about what the problems it are is that you solve, and you create resources around that, and you offer them out to people, and you get those people to raise their hand. Okay. I can put, yeah, Lee's asking for the link. So I'm going to put it up on the screen. That's the link. So you just literally go to Google and put in, and if you're watching on Instagram, you can't see the link because the link has gone up on Facebook. HelenMartinOnline.com/lead magnet. That's all you need to type into Google, and that will come up. Okay. It's free. You got nothing to lose and a whole lot to learn. But it's only up for a week. All the recordings come down because it is free. And you either need to be in my coaching community or pay for the recordings if you want to keep all the information and a completed copy of the workbook. But that's where you need to go, HelenMartinOnline.com/lead magnet. Now, before we get into that, I will be live tomorrow. So join me at the same time tomorrow. I'm going to talk about, there's lots of changes with algorithms and things like that on the social media. So you need to be informed with that. So join me live tomorrow. And again, those of you that are in my coaching community, I just did a full in-depth training on how you live stream, how you create Facebook events, how you get around Facebook's restrictions with third-party tools with live streaming. Now, I went through it all, went through different scenarios, troubleshooting. I've given you all the answers to that. So make sure you go and catch that recording if you are one of my coaching community members. Other than that, I will see the rest of you live tomorrow here. And then next week, remember, I'll only be live in my free group. So go to HelenMartinOnline.com/lead magnet so you can learn how to create something to attract people to you and draw them out of your social media with what it is that you do and what you help people with. Okay, perfect for introverts. All right, I will see you same time tomorrow.